I don't even want to do mechanical engineering. I don't want to do like business. Like, what am I gonna do? I asked myself a question. I asked, if I don't mind doing something for the rest of my life, money or no money involved, what would I do? And it hit me like, I mean, I just knew right away. I knew deep down inside. I just never want to admit it, just because it's a financial aspect, right? We were thinking about how much money can I make doing this. But as soon as I asked that question, what don't I mind doing? And I was like, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi.
That's
Come on, bro. Assalamu alaikum. Repeat.
Nah, I'm gonna keep
Wa
that.
alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alright,
Alright, let's go. Bismillah.
Alright, so today we're just gonna be chilling today, talking about what our day was about. We had a pretty fun day today. We did some jiu-jitsu training with Sheikh Mobeen and
Mobeen Kamani.
He's a local in Dallas, right?
Mhm.
Dallas. And yeah, we're just gonna have like a nice chill podcast. No rough topic, just just doing our thing. Just talking about what's on our mind while we eat. Cause I'm hungry, and I was like, man, we can't just feast without faith.
Exactly.
The faith.
Ooh, you got that from him. No, man, but
What do you have today?
so for food,
Yeah.
well, I have the. So we got the food from Centro right here. If you guys don't know, we are in a different location right now. We're at
Studio.
the Jiu-Jitsu school, at All-Star Jiu-Jitsu in Lombard. Alhamdulillah, there's a lot of good halal spots here, man. Alhamdulillah, like where we got the spot from. We went to Centro, it's literally the same plaza as All-Star Jiu-Jitsu. So here we were thinking about going. Yeah, we were supposed to go. I mean, not supposed to. We're planning on going to a different place, but we were like, you know what? It's the same plaza. Let's just walk there. It's not too far. Well, here we are, man. We got burgers. We got the same thing.
We got double cheeseburger.
Double cheeseburger because we needed it. We pushed it today. Alhamdulillah. I had to push Omar today. You can see he's got his shield today. Alhamdulillah, he's got his shield today.
You see, you got a black belt on.
Nah, man, this is nothing.
What it is something. What you mean? Look what I got on.
No. So we got double cheeseburger
We'll hop in too.
with jalapenos, onions, grilled onions, tomatoes, and all the other good stuff.
I've only had this place once before. I did have this place, but it was when they first opened. You didn't like it though. You were like, don't put that on the pod. No, I didn't. Before, we eat this in Desi food. It's called keema. And like when I was eating it, it felt like someone just put a lot of keema together.
What's keema? Sauce?
It's like ground beef. So it's like I was like, I didn't really like it too much, but I'm about to have it right now. So
Did you add a double cheeseburger?
I had a single cheeseburger. Maybe it was double. I don't remember. Yeah.
Oof. This is fire. It's always good, man. Alhamdulillah. After a good training session, it's always a good spot to run down around the neighborhood, So alhamdulillah for all the business, the foodies around the location, alhamdulillah.
Oh.
So it's all halal too. Bismillah.
So yeah. What did we do today exactly?
So we did a lot of things actually. Well, first things first is we came to the gym. I thought we were just gonna just roll, meaning we were just gonna spar and stuff like that. But we ended up doing some discussion of like what's important of like wrestling, That's why we started on our feet. And of course, a lot of people talk about, jiu-jitsu, all you guys do, you guys lay on your back, you put your legs down and all that stuff, right? But I'm like, nah, man, it's not, jiu-jitsu is not all about that. There's a sports jiu-jitsu and, of course, the self-defense jiu-jitsu. And the sports jiu-jitsu, all the fights starts on their feet. So that's what we were working on today with Sheikh Mobeen Kamani and you as well. The importance of like hand fighting, grips. This is what we need. I need this kind of grips, I need this control and all that stuff, right? Off balance, not always committing to one thing, right? Not committing on the grips. This is important. A lot of us, we intend to go for the leg, but we're not looking to get them off balance, right? So that's important. Like, why it's important to just start on your feet. Don't just, if you do, just don't just fall on your back, right? Of course, if you're in the sports aspect of it, there's gonna be some times that you're gonna have to pull guard, meaning you're gonna sit down and all that stuff, because that's sports. But when it comes to like actual street fight, this is when you have to understand of like learning how to fight on your feet, right? And that's what we worked on. And then of course, towards the end of the session, we ended up working on some things, what to do while we're in the ground and stuff like that. Guard, side control, a little bit of submissions, arm bars, chokes, and all the other good stuff. What you think about the program or the session that we had?
I really liked it. I think what I really liked about it is that there was 3 of us. When BJ and Sheikh Mubin were like rolling or drilling, I was able to watch them, which helped. And then right after they were done, EJ would hop in with me, or I would hop in with Sheikh Mubin, and then we would go in together, and I would just do what I watched. So it's nice to be able to see and do, and it really, you're able to understand it. And what you don't understand, after you're done with your roll, they hop in, you take a look, and then you see what you missed, It's almost like looking at yourself in the third point view, because, you're working the same drill. We're working on the gi grips over here and bringing up to the back behind the head and single leg takedowns.
Yeah.
But, yeah, alhamdulillah, I really liked it. Sheikh Movie mentioned, too, at the end about the relation between Jiu-Jitsu and Deen.
Mm-hmm.
What did you have to think about that? I mean, I know for you, I've just started doing Jiu-Jitsu. I know for you, like, my eyes are burped. For you, Jiu-Jitsu has been an ongoing thing for how many years now?
Almost a decade. Alhamdulillah. That's why I love the Deen so much, but Islam, right? Because it relates with Jiu-Jitsu. You're constantly learning. Just because I'm a black belt, alhamdulillah, doesn't mean that I know everything, right? Especially if you're an imam or you're a scholar, you're constantly learning about the Deen, right? It's the sports and stuff like that. And it's and when I found out that like wrestling, it's sunnah for being a Muslim, I was like, oh man, alhamdulillah, I've been training for almost a decade now, so I'm like, oh cool, that just gave me more purpose of like helping other Muslims to get better in their physically, and of course inshallah spiritually as well, so I think it's important that we're training as a Muslim brothers, and we encourage everyone, the Muslim brothers, to also not just all-star jiu-jitsu, anywhere. Like for us, it's like everyone will have their vibe at the academy. We don't force anyone to come here. I know you drive.
I drive like
40 minutes.
Without traffic, it's 40 minutes. Yeah. With traffic, it could be up to an hour, 10 minutes.
So,
well, the other guys are amazing. Some long bars.
Yeah, I mean,
I love it. There's a lot of spots too. So you come here, do an hour, 2-hour session, and after that, you can get something to eat if you want to. If you want to stay healthy, you can go home and make yourself a meal. But the traffic is usually better on the way back versus on the way here, because a lot of the class times are usually during rush hour a little bit, kind of. So that's all. I mean, that's the only thing really. But the atmosphere and the people here just make you want to come here, regardless of how far it is. So I mean, I'm not complaining. I love the gym, and I'm gonna continue to come, inshallah, and get better at my jiu-jitsu. I mean, you mentioned like jiu-jitsu and Islam has a lot of relation, and as he's just not the first person I heard it from. I myself, I'm still learning more about jiu-jitsu, so I feel like as I get better in jiu-jitsu, I'll be able to see the same correlation. I'd be lying to you if I said, oh yeah, I know exactly what they're talking about when they say that. But inshallah, I'll learn that too. But yeah, I heard it from you. I heard it from other scholars. I heard it from sheikhs. Like and these are sheikhs and scholars who participate in jiu-jitsu as well. So they know what it is to be rolling on a mat, and they affirm that, hey, it has a lot of relation with the deen. So try out for yourself, guys. I mean, jiu-jitsu for me I love it. I personally love it. Self-defense is cool, but for me, I just love, just exerting all my energy and stuff like that. And it's also a thinking game. It's not just a, just physical thing. It's like you have to think. You have to really, really think. And I love it's like chess, which are, excuse me, man, I keep on burping. It's like chess, which are your hands, feet, and your head. And the 5 points of contact. You told me about that today. So it's really cool because you think, and you're not just. It's not something you're ever gonna do naturally. You're always gonna be thinking and stuff like that. You're always gonna be thinking about. You're always gonna be deep in thought. I think, for what I've known. But I mean, EJ can tell you more about that.
I mean, it makes you solve problems, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's an important thing. Like with jiu-jitsu, it puts you in such an uncomfortable position. Imagine this: if a grown man is on top of you, right? As a grown man, if you don't know how to get out of this position, you have to put yourself in. You have to reflect on yourself a little bit, right? Like imagine your family's in danger. What are you gonna do? Cops are not around. Who's gonna defend them? Ain't nobody gonna defend them but you. So as a man, we have to understand this is important for us. We have to learn skills like this. Grapple. You don't have to. If you don't want to grapple, learn how to fight. Learn how to box. Learn how to kickbox, MMA, all around, right? And like I said earlier, it's a problem solver. Like you have to solve in any position that you get put on. Like you can't just give up on things. Like imagine I see a lot of guys here. They get stuck in a position. Imagine if I'm on top of Omar. I'll hold you there. I stay there for at least a minute, and you can't get out. Right? What do you think he's gonna do? You just can't tell me, EJ, come on, get out of here, get off of me.
It gets frustrating. And eventually, if you tap, and if you do that, you're not gonna get better, obviously. But
no, if you tap, you get better. Alhamdulillah. Like that's how you learn.
Well, I mean, if you're submitted,
that's when
you would tap.
But if you're in an uncomfortable position, if I'm on top of you, you tap out of that position, you're not learning anything.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But if you get tapped in some kind of
of course, then you have to. Then you should tap for sure. But I'm saying like if there's no other way out besides like either tapping, because I mean, and if you're not in a position where you need to tap and you're just tapping because you're stuck, that's also you running away from the problem. And then if they are on top of you, eventually like you're gonna move around enough, and then you're gonna realize, okay, well, this is getting frustrating. It's not helping me, and then you start thinking. And I think that's what I learned while doing jiu-jitsu myself. And you become, what do you call it, less of a spaz.
Mm-hmm.
You start spazzing out less, and you start thinking more, and you start, coordinating a counter attack or defense rather than just moving out and using your strength or whatever you think you can to get out of a position that you don't want to be in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I love jiu-jitsu. Yeah, it's been super fun. What else have you been up to?
I've been lifting.
You've been lifting?
That's another thing that it's important, right? Yes, it's good to lift, but you got to know why are you lifting, right? A lot of people would just go to the gym to look good. Well, I'm better, good for them, right? But I'm lifting because of jiu-jitsu. I'm trying to be strong when I'm training, right? Of course, I'm not gifted with being 6 foot or whatever, right? But I have to take advantage of it. I have to use my skills, my technique. I have to gain some strength, alhamdulillah. I mean, I always kept up with my weightlifting and stuff like that. But there's some time where I was lifting so much, but then I went back down, and alhamdulillah, I'm going back up to my lifting session, right? That also comes with a deen. Our deen's gonna go up and down. Like there's gonna be some time where we want to go to the mosque, right? And then after that, we're like, life hits you, you're gonna want to stop going.
You just can never completely stop.
You can't, But it's important that no matter what happens, you have to keep going. You have to keep doing what you want to do, or you got to keep doing what is right and good for you, right? Same for this. Like I said, lifting. I hate lifting. I hate lifting heavy weights, right? But alhamdulillah, it's important. You need to do it, especially if you're training against bigger guys here. You have to like I said, you have to keep improving. You have to keep getting better by technique wise and strength wise. You know, so
Definitely.
alhamdulillah, I've been, I'm starting to see it. Alhamdulillah. I mean, it's not like I never lost it, but now I see the improvements of.
Oh my bro, we just always been like that. He's always been good. Like he showed me pictures like,
Nah, hey, chill.
I'm like, alright, bro.
chill.
You lucky I'm not married, even if I were. I'm not bringing my wife anywhere near you. All friends just put me in an armbar and embarrass me. This is one time, I was like it's about like probably like my third week here. And this one of the guys here, he put me in the armbar, and it was in a weird position because I was in this guard, and that basically means where like he had his legs around me and he was on the floor. I was over him, and then he did something, and like literally 2 seconds later, I'm in an armbar. I'm like naturally like
Scream.
and I screamed the whole gym here, and it was like the most girliest like scream ever, bro. Like it was just like it was so like it was, and then it was a panic scream, bro. He's over there saying, that's a freak action, and it's like, bro. Like you lucky you a black belt. I can't do nothing to you. I was out in there, bow. Nah, but I mean it happens, bro. But yeah, it's scary though. So,
I mean, it's scary because you never got put in that position.
yeah.
Right? Imagine
You don't see it coming, So that's when like 2 seconds. I didn't think you could do that from that position. 2 seconds later, I'm like, oh my, bro. I was like, what? How you do this? And then I just screamed, and I didn't even tap. I just screamed.
And your partner, he was shook. He was like, yo, you good?
No, you started laughing too.
And then after that, you started laughing. He's like,
Yeah, and then I realized, I'm like, oh, my bad, y'all get back to what you're doing. We good.
And I knew it too, right? That's why I didn't like. I don't went like
Yeah, he didn't
fast. I was like, this
he didn't do it. It was straight.
How about you, bro? What you been up to? What you
I've
been
up
doing?
to?
You're always doing something, bro.
Yeah, man, I've just been working, and I'm sure you guys seen the hoodies. I actually recently went to Pakistan. Pakistan, I went to tell you about that. Pakistan is different, man. Pakistan is
This is your first time going, right?
my first time going to Pakistan. Pakistan was like, it was a beautiful, beautiful trip. I went there. I got diarrhea like the first 3 days. That was bad. Ever since then, alhamdulillah, I got better. There was a mosque right across the street from me. I was with my family. So my mom, my dad, my sister, they had left. 2.5 weeks prior to me leaving. So I was home alone. So when I went, I saw my mom again. I got super happy. So I was happy to see my parents, my family, my sister a little bit. But alhamdulillah, it was a fun trip. I was able to. It's different, Everyone around you is Muslim, and it kind of reminded me of Makkah, just cause like everything is halal. You go around, you talking to everyone, like everyone's Muslim. Like if you shopping, you got prayer real quick. Boom, there's like 10 masjids down the same block. It's crazy. Anytime the azan goes off, you hear it from anywhere, and look, there's obviously things that over there that are not as developed as things here, and of course, yeah, like you would wish that if you were to move there, you can carry some things over, but at the same time, there's some things that you can only get in countries like that you won't get anywhere else, So you go, and I know I say a lot. I say it so much, but but like
I'm sure they know, bro.
yeah, I know. You said too. Chill. No, bro, but like it's just crazy because like you go and you see like all these people and you're praying with like 5 times Salah every day. It's beautiful. I love it just because I was able to go to and pray all my Salah at the mosque, literally across the street from the masjid. But it was cool. It was cool. But yeah, besides that, everything was cheap over there. I got some hoodies made. I'm happy about that. We're not dropping merch yet. I just want to make some hoodies because I want to just rep the brand. You know what I mean? But I got a hoodie for EJ. He hasn't put it on yet, but it's okay.
Relax, chill.
Oh, it's in the back of his car. It's cool. Nah, it's all good. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. I came back from Pakistan, got right back to work.
So you work right next, right? The next day, right?
Yes, what happened
Right
was
the next day.
what happened was I was supposed to work the next day, but my flight got moved. So the day I came back was the day I was supposed to work, so I had to call off. I called off a couple days prior.
You got in trouble for that? No. You like that, bro? That's what.
Come on.
You like.
And then the day after that, I was already off, so I was able to get the day after that off, and then I went back to work on Friday. It was super cool. But yeah, I'm excited for like what we have planned for Feast of Faith. I know we didn't do a specific topic today, but you know what? Me and EJ, we're new to podcasting, so we wanted to kind of just like see what happens if we didn't have like
some kind of topic.
To
talk about.
Because honestly, like me and EJ, like I don't know if this happened to EJ, but it happens to me all the time. We hop off pod. Literally, I watch a podcast back after it's released the next day, and I start thinking about all these things I could have said. I just, so I just don't want to have that narrow-mindedness by just having like one topic. I just kind of want to float around. Of course, we want to keep it Dean related no matter what. So yeah, we're talking about your experience, my experience, but everything is supposed to come back to the Dean. And sometimes we're gonna go off track, and it's okay. But yeah, we're still new to this podcasting thing. That's why I said you know a lot.
Inshallah, we'll fix that.
Fix that. You say you know too, bro. I swear, bro. You say you know all the time.
No, really.
You do.
What else did I say?
Right. I say that too. I say right. Every sentence, bro.
You should have said left.
That's not funny. Who makes that joke?
You.
That's a dead joke.
And I got a dad shoes on. Like.
Oh yeah, the New Balances. They're nice. Look at my shoes. They're nice too. But yeah,
I'm back, bro. This is amazing. No, inshallah, right?
We got lots of planned.
We're still learning. When we do our pods, of course, it's important that very important. That's the reason why the name is Feast of Faith, right? We're constantly like feasting for knowledge about the Deen. You know what I'm saying? So, inshallah, we're still, we're gonna keep learning. You guys are learning with us. So if you guys have any ideas, topics, or any things that you guys wanna share with us, please feel free to comment. You guys can also send us a message, DM us, and stuff like that. I think it's we would like to, if you guys like interact with us as well, like comments. I mean, like I said, we're all learning. This is the whole podcast. This is inshallah that you guys are watching. That if the podcast tunes in, you guys are ready with your food.
Yeah,
you guys are sitting here with us. Eat with us. This is important.
Take pictures and tag us.
So
I just want to see. I want to see everyone eating together.
That's important, right? Inshallah, maybe inshallah, if we, if in the future or so we invite like whatchamacallit those, like a meet and greet, whatever it is.
No, we got 26 subscribers.
Inshallah, with 26 subscribers following us, we're gonna meet and greet. Maybe we can be an all-star jiu-jitsu. We'll put food here.
Let's do that.
Well, inshallah, that's the goal. That'll be dope, right?
I mean, listen, like we mentioned it before. Even if it's one person watching every single podcast and something about what we're saying is hitting their heart, is making them better. Like we're nothing, But if we have a stake in your journey to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to get closer to Him, or to just give you an environment that's started of Deen, then alhamdulillah, bro, I'm happy, and I'm sure EJ will be happy too, because there's nothing more greater than that. So, like I said, like the numbers don't really matter. We can do a meet and greet with one person or 100 or whatever.
We'll go on a date.
We'll go on a date. There's no exclusivity. There's no exclusivity with us. But yeah, alhamdulillah. But yeah. Inshallah, we got Ramadan coming soon, so we're gonna have some Ramadan bangers. We want to do more videos besides this podcasting.
Yeah.
But I love doing podcasting. Like I just want to get super comfortable with this. So, inshallah, before we end off, because I think we're probably getting to that point, I do wanna have a little bit of something in this episode. So I wanted to ask EJ a question. He can ask me a question maybe about something that is maybe a little personal, but can give you a better chance to get to know him. And you can get to know me.
We do that right now?
We do it right now. So, my question is, EJ, what scares you about the Deen?
Oh. Wow. Damn, bro, that's deep.
Yeah. You like it?
I like that. Thank you, brother. See,
Answer next episode.
I'm already thinking what I'm gonna ask you because you asked me that. No, but wallahi, bro, the most scary part, it's not from the non-Muslims. What I mean by that is by Muslims, right? You have, of course, a lot of people wants to get better with the deen and would like to share with everyone, right? And now you have all this haram police on your comments. There's this one video, or I don't know if you guys know Megan Rice. I think it's Megan Rice. So
The one who she
became Muslim.
Yeah.
So and a lot of people was like, man, they were
Happy.
so happy,
For-
and a lot of people were going after, like, what do you mean? Like, a lot of people were talking crap, and I'm thinking, I'm like, man, why? Like, for us, right? If you want to be a Muslim, like, yeah, of course, I want to become a Muslim. You have to be happy for them. The moment you start telling them, well, you can do that, you can do this. But what do you think was gonna happen to that person? That person's gonna be overwhelmed. That maybe gonna fade their love for the deen, right? Because now I know some reverts. They become Muslim, alhamdulillah. A year after, telling me like, man, I don't have the support. You know, some of them they're doubting themselves for the deen. I'm like, but I'm like, man, this is important, right? You have to, as a Muslim, it's a responsibility to help new Muslims. Alhamdulillah, I am blessed to have a lot of Muslims around me. Alhamdulillah, may Allah bless you guys. Grant everyone a gentle firdaus. Thing for us is we have to be specific the way how we talk to new Muslims, right? Because now, like I said, if you keep telling them the negative things, it's gonna push them away to the deen. You get what I'm saying, right?
I get it.
So then, of course, a lot of people.
That scares you about the deen.
I mean,
Not the deen, but
not the deen, but just like the people, right? The scary part. Gonna go deep in this, bro. I don't want to say, bro, but I'm thinking about like the hereafter. That's the scary part. And our viewers know what happened after that. For if you're a Muslim and if you're not Muslim, that's the scary part for me. I think about that, and I want to. If I pass away, I want to pass away as a Muslim. I'm the only Muslim in my family. So inshallah, that if I do pass away, inshallah, I get my janazah and all that stuff, right? But dying without saying La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, that's the scary part, because now it's easy to say that, but when you come to that moment, like, that means, are you really closest to your deen, right? Because that's a gift if you're able to say that before you pass, right? Because now it's if you can't, I mean, there's inshallah, we have to just reflect on ourselves. How can we get closer to that? You know what I'm saying?
Love deep.
Yeah. Inshallah, I answered that question well, man.
Yeah, I think you did. You hit the nail.
Now, you got one more.
No.
I was like, oh. Next topic.
Brandon's cook that fast, man.
My turn.
Yeah.
All right. You went deep. Let me.
No, I wouldn't have a second wife.
Let's work on your first one first. And then. No, but all jokes aside.
So what was the question?
What got you closest to your deen again? There you go.
I'm gonna make it short because I don't want to go like talk about another. It's a long story, but inshallah, I will talk more about it in later episodes. But there's one distinct moment that actually changed everything for me, and I mean, I give all credit to this, to be honest, because I think this was the biggest turning point for me, and that was the idea of death. And obviously not the idea of that. Someone did die for me, and my uncle passed away back in 2019, and that really just changed me forever. I used to be like class clown. I used to take nothing seriously at all, and nothing, like literally nothing. and nothing at all. Like that was just life, you know. It's just like, you know, you mess around, and honestly, that's fine. You're a kid, you can enjoy life. Like, you not even enjoy life. I'm sorry. You don't have to take things seriously at that point. I think I was fine for where I was at, but after my uncle passed away, and I had to watch his dead body, and that really just like. I mean, it's one thing when you see a dead body, but when you have to, like, when you're watching one and it's lifeless, and, you know, he meant a lot to me. That, like, I mean, it changed me forever. Like, I honestly just could not sleep at night. I know we're getting kind of deep right now, but I'll make it short. But I couldn't sleep at night because I was so scared of dying. I thought, like, I got so scared of death because it was so sudden. It would happen in the span of 6 weeks. 6 weeks, he was alive. 6 weeks later, he passed away. And I didn't, even till, like a week before he passed away, I didn't think he was actually going to pass away. I didn't see anyone die in front of me like that. So when he passed away, it hit me like a semi-truck going like 90 miles an hour, and I was just so stunned and shocked to see someone who I knew so much about and someone I had so many memories with just not there anymore, you know, lifeless. And so after that, I couldn't sleep at night, like I said, and I had to really start making changes to deal with the anxiety that I developed. And alhamdulillah, that led me to bettering my faith, strengthening my faith, and it led me to actually, you know, pursue psychology. I'm alhamdulillah right now, like I told you, this changed my life forever. I didn't pursue psychology up until the last year and a half or 2 years. But I got into psychology when he passed away, and you know, psychology was a new concept for me. I literally went in and I just learned about it, and I actually talked to a social worker, which made me like learn more about psychology. And then after like years passed, it became such a big part of my life. What happened was I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna change my career path to this. I'm gonna change my career path to that. I was just thinking about money, and then it hit me. I'm like, man, like I'm thinking about money. I don't even want to do mechanical engineering. I don't want to do like business. Like, what am I gonna do? I asked myself a question. I asked, if I don't mind doing something for the rest of my life, money or no money involved, what would I do? And it hit me like, I mean, I just knew right away. I knew deep down inside. I just never want to admit it, just because it's a financial aspect, right? We were thinking about how much money can I make doing this. But as soon as I asked that question, what door am I doing? And I was like, social work. I'm pursuing psychology, but I'm gonna get my master's in social work. I'm gonna become a social worker. Social work is what I'm going to do. And I made my mind right then and there, just because I understood how much impact it can have, and how many lives I could change the same way my life was changed. My life was changed completely forever. It was going in such a bad direction because of my uncle passing away, but pursuing psychology and learning what I did changed my life forever. Alhamdulillah, I'm over here saying now I was pursuing psychology myself. So it made such a big impact on me, and that there also brought me so much closer to my deen. I knew that I could die any second now, and for me to get over the fear of dying, I had to be afraid not to die. And the only way I could get to that point is if I know where I'm going after I'm going to die. And I truly believed, and I do believe, that after you die, after you pass away, the day of Qiyamah will happen, and Allah will ask you, and you will be questioned. And because of that, because I accepted that reality, my faith, alhamdulillah, shot up, and I gained so much knowledge, and I'm here sitting with EJ today.
Alhamdulillah, bro. You know, it's a beautiful thing, because now what happened is you change your career path, right? Now, alhamdulillah, bro, like, of what you're doing and what I'm doing, this is, if you put it in a perspective, we're doing like sadaqah jariyah.
Yeah, for my uncle.
Right? Like, you changing someone's life, that's gonna, imagine they're gonna change someone's life. All that good deeds gonna go back to you. To your uncle, yes. Alhamdulillah. Wow, bro.
That's you know what? Like, when my uncle passed away, and I'm getting goosebumps now. When my uncle passed away, I told myself, and I was young, so I used to say goofy stuff all the time. So I was like, you know, I was telling people, my family, I was like, you know, our uncle passed away today. If whatever, I'm gonna take this as not a moment to be depressed or grieve, even though that did happen, but I'm gonna take this moment to actually take my own two hands and change as many lives as I can because if I do that, because he passed away and because of the pain that I feel, then every all the sawab that I get, all the good deeds I get will go to him. And that's what I want. That's what because he, like, I'm telling you, I can't be half the man he was. To me, he was everything. You know, I'm not sure if someone was to walk down the street and get as much impact as I did from him, but to me, he was everything. And I don't believe I can be half the man he is. But I always want to give credit to him. Anytime I do good, I want him to have some stake in that.
Wow. Well, that's see again, bro. This guy is. My respect for you just keep increasing every single day, bro. Mashallah, barakallah, bro. That's amazing, bro. That's I say, imagine like a lot of people they think about themselves, man, but now for you to do this for your uncle,
Yeah.
subhanallah.
And you know,
Allah grant him the high tawfiq in those, man.
inshallah.
Wow, so man, it's amazing, subhanallah.
All right. How's that? I don't want to make it too long, bro.
Alhamdulillah, bro. That's
Inshallah.
wow, bro.
We'll get more into all this stuff in the next few episodes. I hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said, Central Burgers today were really awesome. Honestly, it was way better. How was it? This is how good it was. This is how good. Yeah. And you still got something like that. No. Inshallah, we will catch you guys later. And thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, then consider liking, subscribing, following on our socials. You gotta love to watch the video but not subscribe. So
Yeah, man. We're doing. We're doing.
I'm a little upset at that.
We're seeing the analytic and stuff like that. I'm like, man, you guys are liking, man, but you're not following. Come on, man. What's going on?
If you got the time to view it, you gotta sound like it.
Nah, but inshallah, like I said, we're not forcing nobody. If you guys like the way how we, if you guys like how our podcast is, you know what I'm saying, like.
Leave feedback.
Feedback,
Dislike.
please. You can give a
something.
dislike or something
You know?
like that, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's we want to see from you guys' point of view if we're doing a good job, right?
Yeah.
If of course we don't want to quit. We see like 0 views. Yeah, we that makes it
Let's not do tomorrow. Nah.
no, but inshallah, bro. Bismillah. It's like I think it's important. Like I said, we want to keep doing this.
Inshallah, we got
love
big
it, man.
things. We got big things planned for Ramadan. Inshallah. Follow the TikTok. Where there's gonna be exclusive TikTok content. There's gonna be exclusive Instagram content. There's gonna be you want to be here first. You want to be there first. So go follow, subscribe, whatever. Anyways, so inshallah, we will talk to you later. Talk to you next week, inshallah. So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, habibi.